Kill all humans.
Productions.
Hey, YouTube. It's been a while, huh? Yep, I kinda, disappeared off the digital face of the earth for a while. And maybe I'm back, maybe I'm not. But this is just some of the stupid shit I've been doing while I've been away. This is Destiny, as you may or may not know. I love this game. It's easy to play. It's insignificant. You can do a little, you can do a lot. You can play solo, you can play in a 3-man team, a 2-man team, a 6-man team, any combination thereof. There's always, for me, something to do. So I've played a lot of Destiny. But before we get to that, why was I away? It started because my capture computer had a major hardware malfunction, which meant I lost a lot of data, which is why I haven't completed the video on the Dark Souls shield only run. I still have the data, but it's all desynced, and I just really couldn't be bothered to go through the remaining 45 minutes and resync it all, because didn't seem worth it. And then right on the heels of that crash, one of my brothers died, so that made me disinterested in making trivial YouTube videos. And then once you've had that break, it's hard to, for me at least, conjure up the drive to want to go back. But it's been a while. There's been that respectful period of mourning, and I now have some stories to tell. I am going to do a playthrough of Destiny, starting with the year 1 stuff, going through the Dark Below, House of Wolves, and now to the Taken King, and hopefully the Rise of Iron, whenever that decides to show its face. It's maybe going to be a raid, maybe going to be PvP. I guess we'll find out in 2 days' time. It's June 7th right now. So yeah, this is the new version of Prison of Elders. This is the level 42 one. I was doing this on my Hunter just for shits and giggles while I waited for my good friend Zine to finish doing what he was doing. Oh no, actually we were waiting for get some nostalgia raids going. So Vault of Glass, what was that other one called? Crota's End, which I always thought was a terrible, pathetic raid. The armour was ugly. The guns never really lived up to the promise of the Fatebringer. But we'll discuss those things in due time. So when I found I could solo this on my Hunter, I had some bounties to finish up, so I thought I'll just take my Warlock in, do it solo while I wait for people, because it's once you've got your 30,000, it doesn't matter how many times you go through before you get your 90,000, so why not solo it, have a little bit of fun. This was the third of I should say this was the last of a run of 3 that I did back to back, which is why my inventory was so full. And the first 2 runs I only scored about 12,000 because I just absolutely burned the bosses. The modifiers on this one are Chaff, hence no radar, and Specialist, which is why I'm using a fusion rifle. Besides which, fusion rifles are badass, man. I know some people pronounce it fusion, but yeah, just for the sake of shits and giggles, I call them fusion rifles. Because why not? I did actually list all my gear. Well, I showed you what it was. in that opening sort of cinematic thing. And you'll notice my Warlock has very little raid gear. That's because most of the raid gear my Warlock gets is shit. I won't run unless it's intellect discipline. I don't care about strength. Sure, you can make energy drain Warlocks, but my Warlock is my youngest character, and I only really started her just so I could complete the set. Hunter was my first character and will remain my first love, because their ethos and way of operating really strikes a chord with me, because they're prepared to go out into the world on their own, do what has to be done, but they will work with other people when the time is appropriate. So yeah, I see myself as a hunter more than a warlock or Titan. Titans are cool, and especially with the new Sunbreaker class, but yeah, I'm a hunter. Born to hunt. I was always a gunslinger, but yeah, gunslingers are nerfed to triviality these days, as most of the supers have. You know, supers, are they really super? Yeah, not so much. But you know, you work with the tools that you've got. So the strap for this dude is, you know, lay an egg in his face and then blast him with a fusion rifle. If it's not specialist, then hang back and use a sniper. Sniper and scout rifle. Just melt this dude. Xena and I later came back to this, and we were completing each round in about 5 minutes, because we didn't care about score. We'd already done our sigils, so we were just shooting stuff. Later on, another friend of mine came on and asked us what we were doing and why we were just grinding the Prison of Elders, and the answer: fun, because it was there. We'd done the raids, we'd done all like the dailies and the weeklies and all that malarkey, so we were just hanging out, having fun, doing stupid shit, as Z and I often tend to do. Redeploy barrels, man. So what have I been doing while I've been away? I've played an awful lot of video games. Destiny, especially. Resident Evil 6. Lost the hell out of that on PC, Xbox and PlayStation 4. I think we've just finished Leon's campaign on PlayStation 4. I'm not going to unlock everything. No, it must have been on PlayStation 3, yeah, that's right, yeah. Not Xbox. What else we play? Oh, a lot of fucking terrible Borderlands pre-sequel. That was just awful. I couldn't face these guys. Fuck, that retaliation bullshit. We couldn't think how to make the game more difficult, so these guys teleport. I couldn't bear to do a moving plus on Borderlands the pre-sequel because, yeah, it was shit, let's face it. So Borderlands 3, yeah, probably not. I did play the new Halo. I bought an Xbox mainly for the new Gears of War when that finally arrived. I did play the new Halo game, and it was a game, certainly. Very much like this thing. The story was kind of bleh. 9 hours to complete a solo campaign. Yeah, bang. Gotta bang the boss.
They are dead. You
what else did we play? Yeah, we played a lot of Grim Dawn, which is
need you back in
a Luke simulator, which often doesn't translate into good videos, but you know, we probably put close to 300 hours into that game from early beta to final release. Yeah, good game, good game. Well, if you like that sort of games. I have 3 quite powerful characters. Yeah, very fun game. But let's discuss Destiny. When Destiny first came out, I pre-ordered it mainly because Zine was so excited about it. I didn't really care. I'd never got into Halo, so I didn't have the expectation of a lot of the community that this was going to be the new Halo. So when it dropped, I played it with Zine that first weekend. I didn't do first day release like he did because I'm really that excited about it. And when I actually played through it after that first weekend, I pretty much stepped away from the game for maybe 3 months because I didn't like the yeah, this guy's a cake if you just want to burn him. Because he just kind of stands in the middle, so you just whack him with a fusion rifle and kill him in about 2 minutes. I didn't like the way you got a mission and you walked like 300 yards and they were like, yeah, congratulations, you finished that mission. And then the next mission was you start in the same place and this time you go 400 yards. And I was like, yeah, why didn't we just go 400 yards in the first place, dude? I really don't understand this stupid shit. But then, like I say, about 3 months later, I went back to Destiny and I've pretty much played it every day since then. I think in that year and a half I've maybe missed 3 days. Even if it's just to log on and see who's around. Even if I don't do anything like missions or bounces or anything like that, just, log on, see who's around. Pop to the tower, see what's what. The lore of Destiny is amazing. They just didn't deliver it in a way that was thrilling. Because after completing activities you got these things called grimoire cards, which was how they delivered the lore, but you could only really read them by going to an external site, which I'm not really interested in that. So it was actually people making YouTube videos on the lore, explaining it, digging into the theories behind it, because the grimoire cards are very patchy. It's maybe like 5 paragraphs of text and you have to try and connect the dots once you've got all the grimoire cards. I haven't got them all because PvP can eat shit and die as far as I'm concerned. I do play PvP when I have to, but because of aim assist, wonky connections, overpowered weapons, broken supers, yeah, this dude's very much like Izori, and just spams that fucking stupid what's called, like the captain blast. When they can't see you, they just keep fucking spamming that. Get out of here with that. I'm Sunsinging Warlock wearing the Sunbreakers, so I get a free grenade. So I'm actually spec'd for what's it called? Touch of Flame, I think, maybe, where enemies burn for longer. You can just get the boss to sit on the grenade, and that's another broken thing about this game. That solo grenade and the Titan's thermite grenade, enemies don't see that as a threat, so they'll just happily walk into it. Every single one of the hunter's grenades, enemies know that that's going to do damage, so they avoid it, which is fucking bullshit. And especially because I was a hunter. I had just a hunter for maybe at least 6 months before I made the time, because I just loved being a hunter and I didn't see the point in having more than one hunter, because there was no way I was grinding for 3 sets of gear for the same character. Fuck that noise. And things like Tower Ghost didn't exist, so to swap your gear you had to go to the tower, and that seemed like an awful big commitment for somebody who's currently me. Because anybody who knows me, well, yeah, they'll tell you I'm probably the laziest person I've ever known. but you know, lazy in a good way. That's at least how I describe it to my boss. I've completely lost my train of thought, but yeah, I think that's why you come here. So with the release of The Taken King, you had the opportunity to go back and play all the story missions because they went into the Abandoned Quest kiosk. Apart from the very first mission, which is Guardian Rises, I think it's called, you cannot replay that without starting a new character. And I did toy with the idea of deleting my Warlock and starting again. But yeah, she has all the exotic do-rags, so there's no way I'm going up to level 25 at least with all the factions, because that was really fucking fun. It's got a little better now that India have decided to, you know, actually give people some rep for doing this shit. But it was an absolute pain in the balls to get all those exotic do-rags. My hunter, she's dead orbit for life, baby. She's leveled up a little bit with the other factions because there used to be something called edging where you get all the factions almost completed, and then when a new patch dropped you could instantly get a package from each faction that day of release and hopefully get some good gear. But that philosophy doesn't exist anymore. You now have to almost sign a compact with each faction that you can break the compact as many times as you like that week, but you cannot go back to the same faction until weekly reset. So yeah, doing the edging things. My Warlock is dead orbit, and my Titan is actually a new monarchy. I don't agree with the ethos of new monarchy. I'm a Republican man. Kings, what the fuck? You got the job because of who your dad was? How does that work? I didn't know that. Dead orbit as well though. Yeah, I can see the value of what they're trying to do. They want to journey off into the stars to, you know, start again, abandon Earth. Which, yeah, given the choice, I would leave this planet forever. If I had the opportunity to, you know, go to distant planets and explore. So all the factions for me have the downsides. Future War Cult are just preparing for the war that's coming, which is a very fatalistic attitude. But you know, at least they're trying to do something. But they
Go back to
the shaders. I don't like the do-rags. The guns are pretty nice, but the paint jobs suck. Yeah, what's it called? The vacancy, is it? That fusion rifle they've got at the minute. Oh, that is beastly. Beastly in PvP. I know I just said I don't do PvP, but you know, join like the Iron Banana. Meh. The fusion rifle I'm actually running now is very much like Year 1's Plug 1.1, which I absolutely adored because of the armor piercing rounds, which multi-target DPS unmatched. So like I said, I did toy with the idea of deleting my Warlock and starting again, but I'm not going to do that just because my Warlock is above 25 with every faction, and I can't take the pain of doing that again. And my hunter, yeah, she's pretty much only ever been dead orbit. I think she's rank 108 with dead orbit. Which, yeah, if you're familiar with Destiny, yeah, that's a lot of faction. It doesn't do you any good. You don't get better stuff for, you know, being higher in their faction, which is, you know, complete fucking bullshit. You don't get chances of better gear, you just get chances of gear. So you as a level 3 and me as a level 108 stand the same chance of getting good gear, which is practically zero with Destiny's poor attempt at the loot simulator. But what can you do? You either give people all the things and give nobody reason to keep going back and grinding, or you give them such a low chance that, like Zine, because he left Destiny for a long time, didn't play it, which is a lot of the reason why we did other games like Grim Dawn and Path of Exile, things like that, because he was just sick of constantly getting shit gear. I always got shit gear as well, but like I say, I love Destiny, especially the raids. I like the challenge of the raids. Not so much Crow's End. I always hated that raid because one person could carry a whole team. So yeah, what was the fucking point of that stupid shit? And I got the what was it called? The Crux of Crota. Yeah, it was poor old Zine. I got a Crux of Crota, which is a very rare drop from the final boss in hard mode. And he was like, "Oh, cool, you got one. Okay, we'll do the raid next weekend then." I was part of a what do they call them? Clan, I guess is probably the most appropriate term. I was part of a clan at that point, so me, Zine, and 4 of the clan members went through the raid, got to the final boss. I got a Crux of Crota, Giz got a Crux of Crota, we both didn't need them, and what did Zine get? The fucking shaft. He's still searching for the Crux. That was why we did a legacy raid last weekend. We're going to do another one this weekend, because I love the Vault of Glass. That shit, that's my jam, man. Fatebringer, oh yeah. Galahorn, oh yeah. Although Galahorn is a shameful shadow of its former self. Oh, and earlier when I died, oh my god, these guys, this is the hardest boss in the whole prison. Not because it's difficult, just because of these asshole enemies. They will start attacking before you've even completed your move. Like I say, they couldn't find a way to make it difficult and fun, so it's just bullshit. These teleporting assholes, you didn't see any of the signs that split. You start damaging them and they split, but one of them gets full health, which is fucking bullshit. They should split at that health level, because yeah, if you like, I don't do Nightfalls anymore because Nightfall are just shit, basically, let's face it. Last time I did do a Nightfall, oh my god, what did I get? Strange coins. Which, if you're a new player, strange coins might be useful, but I have nearly 1600 strange coins. What the fuck do I need strange coins for? I don't need any exotics, so I don't need to sell them to... See that? I'd landed for like 2 seconds and that dude had almost killed me with one attack. You'll see later on, I punch someone with my Warlock and you get a flame shield, but by the time the game has recognised that I've got my flame shield, most of it has been stripped off. Yeah, this guy is just a jerk. And these shield motherfuckers, oh god, I take conversions of that stupid shield blast bullshit, oh my god. But even through his faults, I love Destiny. It is a fun game that, not too serious. Like I say, you can do a little, you can do a lot. And especially these days, this is where it is. I'll punch this dude, and see my flame shield only just ticked. And then a third of my health just went bye-bye. Fucking cock. What are the modifiers on this? I think I might have said chaff, yeah, no, radar and specialist. And all of these dudes are using secondary weapons, which is why the damage is so high. That's not incidentally why I'm using my Warlock for death protection. Like I said, I did this on my Hunter first, and they are super squishy. The new loot system in Destiny, I think, is a lot better because you're not forced. See that? I'd touched down just long enough to do another jump, and they took 2/3 of my health off in 1 or 2 attacks. Fire and maneuver, that's really all you can do. And you'll notice the boss's shield keeps changing colour because he has 3 scions that are generating a shield for him. They are motherfuckers. Because one strat is 2 people will stay at this door and get the boss's attention, and 1 person will go over the other side with a sword and just kill all 3 of those dudes. But they just respawn. What the fucking shit is that all about? And later, like I say, later on we came back, and if there's more than 1 of you, you can just burn that boss in 1 or 2 cycles, depending on what classes you're running and what weapons you have. But those shield scions stay around, so they can actually still kill you even though the game's actually finished. Because you'll get stuck in your menu for like 30 seconds, but the enemy won't, which is complete fucking knob. Because the 2 runs previous to this, I didn't die. It was only unfortunate that I'd spun around because I'd seen a herd, rather, a scion coming up behind me. So as I turned to run off, I actually fell off the edge, so I'd lost my first jump ability, which is why I actually landed on that rock. But, you know, fortunately, Sun-Singing Warlocks are insulated from death. To a degree. You can spec so that you have radiant skin rather than fireball. Well, you know, I just wanted to complete the shit because I hadn't actually completed my sigil on this character. And when I finally get to the end screen, you'll see that I only do it by I think like 400 points. You know, I could have easily gone and done it again. There's no limit to how many. Once you've got your sigil, there's no limit to how many times you can keep going back in. Because I think we ran this 7 times yesterday before reset. You know, just for shits and giggles. It takes about 15 minutes to do a complete set. Boosh! Fusion rifle, so good. I think I'm going to do the whole story on my hunter, because like I say, my hunter is my first love. And all my characters are human female, which you'll be playing and people will spot a female character and they'll think you're female. And when you say, well no, I'm a geezer, well why are you playing as a girl? Because if I'm forced to look at somebody's arse, I would rather be looking at a girl's arse. Thanks all the same. So in a video game, if I get a choice, I will always make a girl character. Unless, you know, for some reason class balance means that the dude characters that suit my playstyle are the most powerful, then game mechanics necessitate that I will be a geezer. But yeah, mostly, no, I'd rather be a chick. Also because the ladies are often underrepresented in games. Yeah, this guy's a fucking dick as well. The speed he can do is super stomp as well. Yeah, lift your feet, darling. One of the many problems in Destiny, you get stuck on the texture transition. That if this was the real world, you'd be like, oh, what am I catching on? There's no physical object there that should stop me moving. Oh, I can't lift my feet higher than 3 inches. Okay, it's not Call of Duty. What's the other one? Battlefield. Yeah, both developed by the jerks over at EA. But I'll discuss the nuances of the bad things about Destiny when we come to the playthrough, because this is winding down now. I've almost killed the boss. Once you've killed those 3 scions, he won't get a shield back, and he'll only summon 5 waves of ads. So if you have to, just damage the boss down, kill all the ads. Damage the boss down, kill all the ads. That's what you're supposed to do, because each round has modifiers. I can't remember what the third one was. There's always 3. Chaff, specialist. I really can't remember, because it becomes unimportant. Once you've got your 30,000 to get your weapon, really doesn't matter. Who cares? Takes you 6 times through. 6 times to get an exotic chance. One of the Prisoner of Elder things. Yeah, I don't know what shot me then, but fuck, I almost died. But this appealed to me as well because there's no radar. You had to rely on audio cues on where the enemy were, or just remember where you'd kited all the enemies to. Because right here, I heard enemies coming out that door. I was like, oh no, I've got to leave. Yeah, it's amazing how much not having the radar really affects your playstyle. Yeah, this fusion rifle's got grenadier on as well, so kills speed up grenade recharge, which as a Sun-Singing Warlock is amazing. Well, if you're using the Sunbreakers, which is the exotic ones I've got. So I say give you a free grenade. You can spec to have an extra grenade, but if you're wearing an exotic that gives you that for free, why not spec for something else, right? So I think I say it's called Touch of Flame. I am very sketchy on what all the things in the subclass are called because, you know, largely I don't really care. My subclasses normally stay as they're set. I've found what works for me, I'm not changing. When I go into PvP, I don't spec for high armor, I don't spec for high agility, I just play with, you know, how my character's set up because I know how my character is going to behave. That psionic blast as well, but that's one thing they changed from year one. That psionic blast goes further, goes higher, and does way more damage. I say they couldn't find interesting ways to make the game difficult, so they just went the cheap route. But yeah, I feel I'm justified in criticising Destiny because I love it so much. I think I've probably put close to... last time I checked it was like 800 hours. Which, you know, that's only as much as I put into Left 4 Dead. Left 4 Dead 2 rather. Yeah, die bitch. And I 83 coins and got nothing. This is my response to that, Bungie.
You are not.
Yes, I am not dead, Forearms. You're absolutely correct. But the Prison of Elders is a fun activity. Like I say, you can solo it. It's not too difficult. You know, fire and manoeuvre. That's all you've got to do. Fire and manoeuvre. This week's isn't so bad either. It's headshot kills, juggler, and grounded. So players take more damage in the air, so don't jump. Easy peasy. Hey, and look at that, I got a... What was that? The Queensbreaker's bow, was it? Or the Lord of Fools? Lord Wolves it's actually called, but... I didn't rate any of the... year 2, even year 1 prison exotics. What? You've got a sniper rifle that you have to charge? Yeah, no, I'm good. I fucking hate sniper rifles in year 1. But you'll notice I actually set my character back to using the sniper rifle because about 3 months ago I made the conscious decision to force myself to use sniper rifles. I never used them. Shotguns were king for me, and then shotguns got nerfed to hell. I was just spinning around there because I changed my chest piece, but it hadn't updated graphically, and that's annoying. It kicked me out of the menu, only to allow me to go instantly back into the menu. What the fuck's that all about? Why don't you just let me stay in my menu game? And that's the ship from Crota's End normal mode. I'm not running it to show off, I'm running it because that's the ship I like the look of. Chatterwhite, that's the shader from Vault of Glass. And I just left it in the vault because why the fuck not? If my vault ever fills up, that's the the first thing that will get deleted is shaders. Because on my Hunter I actually had all of the King's Fall new shaders in my vault until... I can't remember what I was doing, I think I was just dicking about in the world, and then I got invited to a raid. So all the loot from the raid just overwrote what was in my vault. Which, you know, yeah, who fucking cares? Not like the others, shit stats, I'm not even going to bother looking at it. Rip. I have all the guns, I have all the armours. Yeah, 335, I hit 335 2.5 weeks after Taken King came out. I hadn't hit 320. Previous to that, my Warlock could have hit 320, but I didn't want to commit to it because it would have given me less flexibility in my gear. So all my characters were 319. They were all 335 for definite, no matter what gear I choose. Just because I've ground this thing so goddamn much. Right, forearms. Give me something good.
We are survivors.
So this is for the 30,000. And you gave me a sidearm. And not just you gave me a sidearm, you gave me that sidearm. You motherfucker. What are you going to give me for this one? Some gloves. Fucking amazing. The ugly shit from year one. Great.
Sooner.
You're a forearm bastard. Look at that crap. 334 as well, you motherfucker. And yeah, I was like, I should just delete this shit. And I thought, hang on a minute. Hang on a damn minute, these are only 310. Nope, we can't have that. The Samsara is my favourite Warlock set. So, yeah, pimped. Yeah. And yes, I did the Iron Banana last time. Varix, you are a bellend. But that's the end.